Welcome back to Doobrey's Day. Today on Doobrey's Day, it's part 3 of the knife build. Today we are going to heat treat our knives, we're going to temper our knives, and if this time we're going to start putting the scales on. Let's go, guys. Okay, bit of a disaster. We have already done the heat treat and we've done the tempering on the knives. Problem is that the footage got completely wiped. So I'm actually going to take a step back. I'm going to take the knives which are already heat treated. I'm going to reheat treat them to show you that footage again. That means heating up the oil, etc., which you'll see in a moment. And then I'm going to temper them again back in the oven. Let's do that. First things first, we need to put the forge on. Let's get the burner. Let's turn the old forge on. Bit of gas. Round to the front. Lighteroo, and our forge is on. So just popped outside while the forge is heating up. What we're going to do, we're going to heat up one of the metal bars and we're going to put it in the oil. This happens to be sunflower oil, and get that warm to about 150 to 180 degrees Celsius. Once that's warm, we'll put the blade into the forge, get it to an orangey colour. You will see from the video, we're going to try and see if it's demagnetized. So as the blades get hotter, they become demagnetized. So we'll use a magnet and touch it against there. Now, it might be really loud in there. I'll try and speak whilst I'm in there. If it's too loud, I'll just put some music over it, but at least you know what I'm doing. So, heating the bar up, putting it in the oil, get the oil hot, get the knife into the forge, get that really nice and hot, orangey colour, so it loses its magnetic ability. Then we put it into the oil and do a figure of 8. In the oil. That will then harden the blade. Once we've done that, then we'll use a file and we'll check it's is hard by seeing the blade. The file will skip over the blade. Let's do that next, guys. So as mentioned, I'm hoping you can hear me over the forge. We're getting this piece of mild steel hot, and then we're going to put it down into this oil down here, and then we'll put our blade into the forge. Hopefully you can hear me. As I mentioned outside, I'm going to take this hot bar, put it in the oil, get the oil hot, and then I'm going to put my knife into the flame. This is getting the oil hot, ready for hardening of the blade. So I'm going to put the knife into the forge. Now bear in mind, as I mentioned, this is already hardened and tempered. I'm just redoing the process just to record it again. So wait for the blade to get orange colour. We'll use a magnet to see if it's magnetic or not. If it's not magnetic, then we go straight into the oil. Still magnetic. Right, so it's now coming up to temperature. Look, it's orange. I'll make sure it's orange all the way through. 30 more seconds, that's just about non-magnetic. I'm going to put the blade into the oil next. Figure of 8. So there we go. Right, so now that we've just come out of the forge and we've done the heat treat, we're now going to run a file over it to confirm that it is hard. And then what should happen is this should skate over the blade. You can hear it, it's skating and it's not biting, which means we have one hardened blade. The next thing we need to do is get some sandpaper on this, get rid of some of that black rubbish off of there, and then temper it. For tempering the blade, we have to have 204.5 Celsius, 400 degrees Fahrenheit for 1 hour, take it out, air dry it for 15 minutes until it's cool, then you redo it until it goes a straw colour, sort of a yellowy straw colour. Now we've already done that on mini Doobs. As I mentioned at the beginning of this video, this is the second attempt because we had a few problems. Once we've done that, we'll go on to the next part of the video. Okay, so the blade has now come out of heat treat. As you can see, it's got this black rubbish on it. So I'm going to put it on here and I'm going to clamp it down, give it a light sand to get rid of that black rubbish. And then it goes into the oven for tempering. So we just need some light sandpaper. We need something like 400 up. 400 sandpaper. It's all in focus. A little bit of WD-40. And we'll sand the black stuff away to get it a nice light colour of silver, and then it goes into the oven for tempering. Hi guys, so we've now got the blades in the oven. They are tempering, and Mrs. Doobs says her life has changed since we had, where are the blades? The blades are in the oven being tempered, and we just cooked our dinner, which is lovely fish finger sarnies. So Mrs. Doobs says, there's Mrs. Doobs. Your life has changed because you've got fish fingers and blades in the oven cooking at the moment.
In the blacksmiths.
So when you're tempering, you temper twice, and it has to be 200 degrees, 204 degrees Celsius, 400 degrees Fahrenheit for 1 hour. Take it out, let it rest in the air for 15 minutes, put it back in for 1 more hour. You have to do this twice. The next video you see would be us taking these out of the oven and they've been tempered. So guys, thank you so much for watching. That's the end of the hardening and tempering piece of the video. Next time that you come along, we are going to finish the blades. We are going to clean up the blades and we'll prepare them for the handles. Thanks guys, see you next week on Doobrey's Day. Bye!